today we're going to be going through the Lewis and Altura dynamic warm-up routine. Remember, our purpose with this is to warm our muscles up and get them ready for some very explosive, very fast twitch type activities. Your muscles function best well over 100 degrees, so it's important before you do anything that's going to require maximum effort or close to it that we warm those up. If you're on the track, maybe you've jogged a lap or two, get your heart rate up, and you're going to go through these warm-ups in order to fully get every muscle ready to go, and also train in some habits that we want to reinforce. Okay, look down in the description if you have a question about a particular drill. I have what time those drills are at. Right, here we go. Okay, first we're going to be looking at a march. Now a march is it's a slow kind of a walking pace, and I'm marching, so I want to really focus on bringing this knee up so that my thigh is parallel. My toe is also flexed up with it. That's going to allow me to generate a lot of power going into the track, and I want to make sure that only the front part of my shoe is in contact with the ground. All right, add those in with our perfect arms we've been practicing. Bend at a 90 degree at the elbow, rotate at the shoulder, and we're going to look something like this. It's nice and smooth and rhythmical as we go down the track. All right, that's a march. Following that is a skip. It's the exact same thing, only we're going to add a skipping motion to it. Put that together here. Nice and smooth, generating a lot of force going down into the track as well. All right, we can get more advanced and do that a skip backwards. It looks roughly the same. We're just moving backwards as we do it. All right, so that's the a skip. We're getting those hip flexors warmed up. Next up is our sideways shuffle. You've done this in every sport. It's a nice and easy shuffle. I'm going to be loosening up my arms as I do this as well. All right, I'm low, but I'm covering some ground as I shuffle. So sideways shuffle in here, kind of alternating my arms, go back the other way. Getting our hips warmed up, going in that lateral motion. Okay, that's sideways shuffle. Next up, butt kicks. Butt kicks, I'm going to be pulling the back of my heel up towards my butt, hence the name. That's going to really engage this hamstring muscle. I'm going to suggest the first time you do this, go at about 70% speed, just so that hamstring is warmed up. We want to get a lot of reps here, and we don't want to, it's not a race on this one by any means. Okay, so here's butt kicks. Arms are the same, and if you'll notice, just pulling that foot back. All right, same thing going back, butt kicks. All right, getting those hamstrings warmed up. After that, I like to do kind of a slower one, our heel and toe walks. All right, it's just like they sound. You're going to be walking up on your tiptoes, really flexing, really working on flexing those calf muscles. And then on the same thing going back, we're going to be on our heels, and we're really going to flex that tibialis anterior. That's going to help with ankle stability, and it's going to help reduce shin splints. All right, good thing to do during this is to practice those perfect arms as you do your toe walks. You can still have perfect arms, and as you do those heel walks, we can also still have perfect arms. Okay, working on strengthening those shins, preventing shin splints. Next one's a tougher one. All right, we're working lateral. We're working our karaoke drill. All right, with karaoke, I'm going to be working side to side. All right, if I'm going to my left, I'm going to be bringing my right knee in front of my left knee. All right, I'm going to take a step, then reach behind. So it's kind of this constant, I'm working in front, I'm working behind as I'm doing that. This is going to really open up our hips, and like I said, get those things loose. All right, let me make sure this looks like full speed. Going to my left. Really exaggerate, bringing that knee up and turning those hips, going the other direction. Should have great hip rotation as you're doing that. Whew, I'm starting to get my workout. It's hot today. All right, toe bursts coming up next. I'm working on that plyometric effect to your calf. Working on some fast twitch here. It's just as it sounds. We're gonna do jumps for height, just using our toes. Okay, so I'm here. I'm not gonna use my legs, just my calves. I'm gonna do 10 quick ones. All right, 10 toe bursts. Working on that plyometric effect to your calf. We're gonna get in faster that way. Next one, deep squats and hold. All right, a lot of energy, power, all that stuff is generated by that squatting motion. Watch any slow-mo sprinter coming out of the blocks, and it's that extension of the hip socket. All right, so we need to work on that a lot here too. This one's a deep squat hold. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna be squatting down, and we're gonna hold this squat at that with our thighs parallel to the ground. I'm gonna go for holding for 5 seconds. All right, let's see if I can get down well. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stand up, and you'll do that 3 times. Okay, hold at the bottom, working on those hip joints again. Next up is back pedal. When we warm up doing back pedal, it's more of a stretch, and so we're really going to push how far we can go. What I'm thinking when I do it is I want to send my knee back as high as I can and grab some track. Okay, my body's actually going to have a lean to it because I'm reaching so far back all the time. Okay, I'm going to start up here for this one. This is back pedal. I'll do the same thing coming back where I'm reaching each time. All right, back pedal for warm-ups. Next up, torso rotations. Same thing, getting our hips loose. Nice wide stance. We want to think about taking our pelvic girdle and rotating that around in a circle, all right? So I'm getting nice and loose. I'm gonna do about 5 circles in one direction. Then I'll switch and go the other way 5 times. Just stretching out all those little muscles that help control our running mechanics there, all right? Next up, another hamstring stretch. This is toe touch or a glute ham. We're gonna be taking both of our hands and reaching down and touching our shoe with them, all right? As I do that, I want my back leg to go out straight as a counter support, and I want to try to keep my chest and leg in a straight line, okay? I'm not perfect at it. We don't want this is bad, where you just reach down, hunched over. Try to keep that chest out. That's gonna give you a much better stretch and better for your form. It's nice and slow. It's at walking speed. So do a stretch, take about 3 steps, get the next leg in, 3 steps, getting those hammies good and loose here. All right, almost done, guys. Same thing, or same muscle group, but we're gonna work it standing upright. There's our Frankenstein walk, all right? Kind of like always think about like a professional punter in the NFL. This is the motion they do a lot. I'm just gonna have my arms straight out, and I'm going to try to kick as high as I can and touch my hands. What it looks like as you're walking is we're here, and just a nice easy, every couple steps, we're reaching up there, okay? Another hamstring loosener. That's Frankenstein walk. Leg swings. Okay, hey, we got leg swings coming next, all right? Leg swings, grab a fence or a buddy or just some kind of object, and with both hands on the fence, we're just gonna be swinging back and forth here, all right? Nice and loose. I don't wanna do these for speed when they're part of your warm-up. We wanna get that hip socket warmed up. I'm gonna go 10 side to side with my right leg, followed by 10 side to side with my left leg, and then I'm gonna go 10 front to back with left, and then 10 front to back with right. All right, those are your leg swing drills. Sumo is a groin stretch, right? Just like you're a sumo wrestler, you're gonna get a nice wide base, and you're gonna kind of lean to one side and back. You're gonna rotate, lean to that other side and back. All the while we're getting hips and groins warmed up. And then the last thing you should do on your workout, you've already done your leg swings by this point. The last thing we should do is our build-ups, okay? What a build-up is we're gonna have perfect running form, just at slower speeds. It's a great time to get your form better because we have to build that muscle memory up. Usually we do 4, okay? And as in your mind, you're thinking, the first one's about 65%, the next one's about 75, then 85, and then 95. Okay, we don't want 100% on build-ups. We just want to be smooth and relaxed the whole time, really emphasizing the knee up, toe up, and then our arm drive going with it as we're sprinting. Okay, once you've got all those things done, you are done with your dynamic warm-up. Should take you about 10 minutes. Now your muscles are in great shape, and you've gotten a little mini workout in before your workout. All right, important that we do those every day.